to the equities markets. It's morning after the announcement of the state elections results. Let's see how the market is reacting to that today. Let's bring in Temple Ashaju. Hello, Temple. Good afternoon. It's the morning after the state election results have been announced. How is the market reading the numbers at the moment? At intraday, we saw the index down 0.18%.
So that loss is still expanding. We're down some 0.54%, if not more now. I think basically because of the fact that we haven't seen the completion of some of the election at some state levels. About 6 states are now left, or 7 actually. 7 states are actually left to have theirs concluded. I think that is still creating some kind of a negative sentiment for a lot of the foreign portfolio investors that still have some remains of their investment in the market. So basically, market is down. We still have almost all the sectors are currently in the negative territory. The banking sector the losses in that sector has expanded beyond 2%. Losses are also seen in the consumer goods segment of the market. The oil and gas, we're seeing a whole lot of sell down. Although we have a bit of buy side from the domestic investors due to the fact that we have earnings coming in. A lot of investors are still trying to take position on a couple of other companies that haven't really released their full year 2018 numbers. And so that also gives opportunity for some of the FPIs to also exit the market because before the presidential election, we saw them making inroads into the market. I mean, that also created the room for them to come in en masse. But now that we are seeing a buy side from the domestic investors, it gives them an opportunity to move out of the market, given the fact that there's more liquidity enough for them to move out. So maybe the debt market, as the domestic investors continue to take position for earnings in the market. So going by what we have in terms of the losses right now, 11 PLC, which has also notified the stock exchange of its the release of its numbers as approved by the board of directors. Is down right now by some 3%. Guarantee Trust Bank is down by more than 3%. PZ from the consumer goods segment of the market is down by more than 5% in the as we speak. And we're seeing top trades around the likes of Access Bank, FBN Holdings, Japol, which is one of the reasons why we have a drag right now on the oil and gas segment of the market, Chimize.
Right, and aside from the earnings numbers released today, the stock exchange has also just released a statement concerning the Lagos environment bonds. What are traders saying about that?
Well, it's basically re-echoing what the stock exchange has said. The program we're talking about is the the municipal environmental note of the Lagos state government, which has to do with, which is a 4.85 billion naira Series 1, 15.75% Tranche B program. I mean, that note was the coupon on that note was meant to have been paid on the 5th of March, 2019, but the state government actually defaulted. So basically what the stock exchange is saying is that whenever things like this come up, it has a way of dampening. I mean, that's the phrase that was used. It has a way of dampening the confidence of domestic and foreign portfolio investors in the market. This is an age whereby almost all the bonds available in the Nigerian capital market today are either tradable here on the Nigerian Stock Exchange or on the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange. So it gives room for a lot of investors to have transparency, to have price discovery, and if they want to exit the market, it makes life easier for them to, exit the market. Almost all the federal government bonds have been listed on the market. You have a couple of Euro bonds that have now also been listed in on these counters. So this is something that the stock exchange is saying that whenever things like this are coming backed by guarantee from a state government like this, it should be listed in the market. So these investors, if they are disappointed and they want to make an exit, these listings on the secondary side of the market makes it easier for them to go. And the same thing is what the traders are saying.
All right, thank you very much for those updates. Temple, when it comes to the market, optimism should always be the watchword. Thank you. And with that, we wrap up today's edition of the show. Thank you very much for being part of it. I'm Chibueze Obi Uwabu.